Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Ryan.T here, and I'm with the main man, the co-host with the most, Mr.
The motherfucking retro in the building, guys. What's going on? We back. We got another episode lined up for you guys. We're gonna talk some shit, talk about some trailers. We're gonna have some fun tonight, guys. So yeah, pour up a beer, yo, and hang out for
man. We are back, ghouls and gals. We survived the blistering heat that was the fucking summer, and we are officially going into fucking fall, ghouls and gals. I was about to fucking fall my ass down from fucking heat exhaustion. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It's so fucking hot, dude. I felt like Bill Clinton in like Family Guy. I was like, when is the bead of sweat gonna go down my butthole?
Jesus. Yeah, it's been super hot out here, man, for real. Yeah, I was at the beach all weekend.
Yeah. You didn't get sunburned? You never get sunburned. I noticed that. You like never get burned. I get cooked like a fucking hot dog when I go outside, yeah, dude. I'm like devoid of fucking melanin in my skin or some shit. I don't know what's going on.
Dang, well, you gotta get like the right sunscreen, and you gotta get you gotta activate your melanin. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like the most fair-skinned Mexican dude that I've ever met in my entire life. Like, it's fucking insane.
You work indoors though, you know what I mean?
And then
it's easy to be light-skinned if you work indoors, right?
I work inside a lot, and then whenever I do work outside, I'm like trying to I'm like in chinga, dude. I'm like trying to fucking get out of there like fucking like quick. I'm like, let's finish, hurry up, wrap it up.
Nah, yeah, I hear you too. I was like, it's too hot. I was like, if I'm gonna be outside, I'm gonna be near the water, or else I'm gonna stay inside.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I hit the beach up. It was beautiful outside. Right after the hurricane, after the hurricane.
How did that go?
We went to the beach. It was beautiful.
How was the hurricane?
Yeah, I had a day off from work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to whatever the fuck her name was. What was it?
Adalia, right?
Adalia. Yeah, shout out to Adalia, man. She came through, did a little flooding and stuff.
Yeah, my girl.
Yeah, I got the day off. You know what I'm saying? That was cool.
Hell yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, with the day off, player. Hell yeah. Man, I wish I could have gotten the day off. My stupid ass was at work. But yeah, man, I'm glad that the fucking hurricane didn't like fucking blow away Florida or anything like that, or nothing really bad like happened a lot, except for like that picture you sent me where you're like, oh, there's a manatee in like my neighbor's yard. I was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck? That was wild.
That wasn't over here though. That was like my friend who like lives by the beach. That whole spot was like flooded out. Like, it was crazy. They were like, yeah, that's a manatee like eating grass in someone's yard. I'm like, that's wild.
That is so fucking wild. Imagine that, ghouls and gals. You wake up in the fucking morning and there's a fucking manatee in your back fucking yard, or what used to be your backyard. Now you live in like water world with like fucking Kevin Costner and shit.
The sea cow.
Yeah, the sea cow.
Just chewing on your fucking roses. You know what I'm saying? You just going to town on some fucking hedges.
Do y'all see a lot of what do y'all have over there? Like alligators? Do y'all see a lot of alligators there?
Yeah, we got a lot of alligators, manatees, dolphins. Not many sharks on this side, but the other side of Florida got a lot of sharks. But otters. We got, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, have you ever seen an alligator?
Huh?
Have you seen an alligator out in the wild, like when you're doing stuff and you're like, oh, fucking alligator?
Yeah. All the time.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, okay, like there's a fucking alligator in there'll be like an apartment complex and it has a big lake. And then any apartment complex that has a big lake, there's fucking
eventually an alligator will go in there and find its way in there.
There's one in there. Like, you just gotta automatically.
Yeah, he goes, no, there is one in there. He goes, not maybe, there is one in there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no like maybe, like nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're like, wherever there's water, there's a gator there. He goes, there's a gator there somewhere.
Right. You guys see the videos and the pictures, motherfuckers crossing the street, trying to get through people's houses. Like, they don't care. They're like, oh yeah,
Florida's a whole other world, dude. Florida is its own fucking world. That's crazy, dude. Like, we have snakes and shit, but I can't imagine like, hey, I'm gonna cross the street to go to the fucking Ralph's, and you're like, nope, Bowser's over there in the middle of the fucking road. We got a fucking 10-foot Godzilla alligator just blocking up fucking traffic. We just gotta wait for it, or it might fucking kill someone. So
you just wait for like some kid to like grab it by its tail and pull it away, and you're like, oh wow.
Right, yeah, some fucking wild Florida native man. He's just like, hold on, I got my damn gator there.
Yeah. Got some little Floridian Steve Irwin or other, you know.
Yeah, you're like, cool, fucking check out Joe Dirt over here. Just fucking took the alligator by its fucking tail.
You guys have like the county fair and stuff over there, right? I mean, you have like the Texas fair or something.
Yeah, we have yeah.
They don't do like to hold the alligator and stuff like that over there.
No. Well, no, ours is a rodeo, so we do the bulls. Everybody they ride the bulls, and then they do like to see if the bull will hit them. Yeah. So Texas has its own crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Y'all are fucking putting the alligators in headlocks and we're over here getting hit.
Like we have that, but it's like probably like 2 hours from me, hour and a half away from me. I gotta go out there. But they got the rodeos and all that stuff.
It's a big alligator, right? People riding alligators.
Yeah, and like little kids riding alligators at the fair. There's like, I want to go on that ride. Yeah.
But flip them upside down and then tongue tie them.
But no, like at our county fair, we'll have like a guy and he'll come and he'll bring like an albino alligator and like baby alligators and stuff, and they'll like duct tape like the baby alligator's mouth or like rubber band it or whatever, and then you can hold the baby alligator.
That makes sense. I've held an alligator before, like at like Six Flags or whatever, or like SeaWorld or whatever at places like
it felt like a snake, right? I felt like it felt like a snake for me. I was like, this is kind of snaky.
And well, my dad used to make boots and stuff, so like I felt all of the like different skins and stuff like that. And he's made like alligator boots, snake boots, all that kind of shit. But yeah, man, alligators are like weird to me. They're like they're like dinosaurs, man. They just like never left. They just never went extinct. They're like we ain't gonna die. We're Florida gators. We don't die. They're like, asteroid can't kill us. Fuck you, rock.
yeah, fucking yeah. Florida and the alligators, man, they're out here. Freaking Puerto Rico, they have caimans. They're like small alligators.
Oh shit! Right? They have like an accent. They call you Papi before they bite you.
Bite you, Papi.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite you, Papi.
Papi, don't move your. Ow, yeah. Shit. But I saw a dude in Puerto Rico and he was holding them shits on like holding one on the side of the road with the mouth tape. And I was like, what? I was like, that's some Florida shit. That's some. I was like, I forgot Puerto Rico had little alligators over there too.
Man, the other day, speaking of like Florida shit or like local shit, I was driving home from work and there was some dude driving a fucking tractor drinking a damn beer in the damn tractor. And I was like, that is some fucking valley shit, dude. I go, only in the fucking valley would you see some fucking fucking redneck Mexican dude driving around in a fucking tractor, like low rider out, like just drinking a beer, like, oh yeah, shit. And I was like, check this fucking dude out. And he went over the train tracks and then into the field, and he kept cutting like the field. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn, that's what's up. That's dope.
Yeah, I was like, in the back of my head, I was like hating, but in the back of my head, I was like, that's pretty fucking gangster. I was like, that's pretty fucking gangster. I was like, that guy got life all figured out. You know what I mean? He's making money, drinking beer, chilling. I was like, he got it all figured out, man. Fuck. What am I doing with my life?
Where's my tractor?
Yeah, where's my tractor, man? What the fuck?
Where's my Bud Light?
Yeah.
Where's my tractor?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to take a ride on my big green tractor.
Oh, sorry. Let's go.
But yeah, man. Florida and Texas, man, they're two places that are just so fucking crazy to me, man. Both are like in their own worlds. I feel like if you're not from either of those places, you just can't like, you know what I mean? Like you people like read stories or whatever, especially Florida, and you're probably just like, no, you don't even know the half of it. You know what I mean?
Florida, man, is a national thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a state of mind, brother, just like Texas. It's a state of mind, dude.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, yeah, because you can leave from the valley, but you go somewhere else and you're still all rassad out, dude. And they're like, bro, you ain't from around here, You're like, nope.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get like a 956 hat or something when I come
Yeah,
out.
right here, the forehead 956.
I'm gonna try to blend in real quick.
But I mean, yeah, dude, it's funny though, man. I always laugh with that, dude. Like you can, like, I'm sure, like whenever, like in Florida, you could be like, that person's a tourist, right? Like real quick, you're like, they're not from here. That's a tourist because they out here sightseeing.
Yeah, well, a lot of people in Florida, they're tourists themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah,
like they're like, "Are you visiting or you live here?" And it's like, okay,
both. All right, both.
like we plan on moving. It's like, oh, that's crazy. This when we were at the beach, I was on Instagram Live and I was doing a live and this dude he started burying this guy in the sand, right? But like when I walked away from the live, like in the beginning of my live, by the time I came back, he was fully buried.
Whoa.
And I was like, bro, it wasn't even 5 minutes. And he had a kid's plastic toy shovel.
Jesus Christ, were they practicing how to bury a fucking body? Jesus fuck.
So I was on live, right? And I said, yo, I ain't even been gone 5 minutes. Like, you just buried him all the way neck up, bro. I was like, I think you got some experience with this. Like, you done this before, huh? I'm like, yo, where you from? Like, where you visiting from?
He's like, New Jersey.
You Kentucky.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's buried some people over there in the fucking fields of Turkey.
I look. He has a big tattoo on the side of his rib cage right here. It's a gun in the holster. I said, okay. I said, I'm gonna go mind my business now, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Jesus Christ! Was it followed by a fucking Confederate flag?
I was like, oh, you got the gun tattoo on the rib cage? All right, let me go mind my business.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down, man. Y'all have a good one.
Jesus Christ. My dude out here living wild. He's like, I'm from Kentucky. He's like, my pronouns are kissing my ass.
Bro, he was out there holding the toy plastic shovel with both hands. It's like bending in his hands. He's like, I was like, yo, this guy, wow. Yeah.
The amount of force he's putting into it, he's like fucking twisting it.
Because I was like, yo, that's a kid's plastic shovel. Like, that ain't the Home Depot joint. You double-handed. Like, you really going in with this.
That ain't the Home Depot joint. Oh, fuck.
You know, he had like the Dollar Tree shovel. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't find my IG Live. I guess you gotta like save it or something, or I don't know. I was like, what? It doesn't post?
Yeah, Instagram is I feel old sometimes when I'm on Instagram. Like I understand how to like kind of use it, but then I'm like, I see other people do stuff and I'm like, well, how the fuck did they do that? You're like, I don't know how to do that. Like, you're like,
I'm like, where'd my live go?
Yeah, right. You're like, it's in here somewhere. I think you have to like hit like to save it, or I don't know. Yes. I don't know. Because I used to go live and it would save them, but I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, I thought it was like keep for 30 days or, you know, like some shit like the Facebook stuff, but you know what I mean? It's all good. I was like, damn it. I should have just, you know, went on Facebook. Could have kept it forever and downloaded it.
I know, right? For real.
Yeah.
And speaking of
my IG is popping though. Y'all gotta follow Sid Retro 727 on IG. What is it? Ryan.T podcast on
yeah,
IG?
the Ryan.T show on our Instagram. So that way we can go live and it can disappear the same day.
Nah, but we gotta give them all. We gotta get that content popping off. You know what I'm saying? Facebook's gonna get some shit. YouTube, we gonna get some shit. IG's gonna get some shit. So y'all gotta subscribe, man. It's gonna be a lot. 2024 is gonna be crazy. So
yeah, most definitely 2024 is gonna be crazy. But yeah, man. Speaking of going crazy, man, we still got some good shit left this year, dude. And speaking of some good shit that I found out about, just like right now, just found out about it, and it's like trending on fucking Twitter. Megan Fox is joining the fucking Mortal Kombat universe, dude. Not in a movie, sadly, but the next best thing, she's going to be voicing Natara in Mortal Kombat 1. And for those of y'all that don't remember, is that Natara is like this vampire chick who can control like blood. She does what they call like blood magic. And yeah, man, this is such a fucking Megan Fox character. Like, honestly, it really is.
Have they released like the design for her already?
Yeah. No, I know. I haven't. No, I haven't seen that. No, wait. Actually, yeah. I'm seeing it literally just right now. They're have her with like red hair. She's wearing like a metal crown that looks like kind of like teeth, like this. Bat wings. The bat wings are back. and she looks like
Nice.
Megan Fox. She has like the face of Megan Fox.
Ooh, that's what I was talking about. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
what we doing here? We gotta do the voices, we gotta do the likeness too, baby. Let's go. You know,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah, I got like sidetracked. I'm like looking at her little like trailer right here. They're like showing her fighting. We'll put that up right here so y'all guys can see it. But yeah, her character that's gonna be
okay.
like her I guess tag team partner in the game is gonna be Kano. And that's gonna be the character that's gonna work best with her, that's gonna give her
Mhm.
heightened abilities and stuff like that. Because in this Mortal
Okay.
Kombat game, they're doing something called cameos, where you can have a secondary character basically like amp up your like abilities, and instead
Mm.
of doing like a mid-game special, that character will come in and like superpower you, and you'll be able to like fight a little bit better and like do a little bit different attacks and stuff like that.
Okay, that's kind of
This is
cool.
pretty cool. Kind of like Tekken Tag back in the day. How like for a
Yeah,
split
I
second
love
you would
it.
kind of get that other character's powers and be able to do all their shit too. So yeah, something like that.
Tekken Tag Tournament. Oh man, I used to love Tekken. Button Masher.
Mhm.
I used
But
to
yeah,
hate people that used to play like this.
Dude, I used to play a lot of fucking Mortal Kombat and a lot of Street Fighter. Oddly enough, what we're gonna be talking about here in a little bit. I used to play a lot of fucking Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, dude, in the arcade. But believe it or not, dude, I was like a fucking quarter fucking smasher and fucking in Street Fighter, dude. I had people like lining up in the machine to fucking play me, dude, when I was
Yeah.
like a kid. My mom during the summer or whenever we had off of school for like a long period of time, my mom would drop me off at the mall, the Valley Vista Mall in Harlingen, where they had the Tilt arcade, and it had like Mortal Kombat, and it had Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and dude, I would fucking whoop people's fucking asses in that fucking game. I remember
Really?
like older like kids would come, teenagers, adults. I remember one time I played like the manager of the fucking Cinemark at the Cinemark movie theater. They had got Street Fighter Alpha at the fucking Cinemark, and I was like beating a lot of people, and the manager like came down and he was like, "Oh, I heard you've been he's like, you've been racking up the points, you've been beating a lot of people, huh?" And I was like, yeah. He's like, "You want to play me?" He's like, "I'm real good." He's like, "I have the high score." And I was like, "Oh, all right, let's go." And I remember I played him, fucking beat his ass. I was like, yeah, I was like a little kid, dude. I was like 10, like 9 or 10. And I was real good. And then I got old and like became like a pothead, and like I didn't know it wasn't that good anymore. Like wasn't that good anymore at it. I lost it, Sid. I was like slower. I was like, oh, can't do it. Not as good. I'm like, it's fun though. I became the manager of the Cinemark. Now little kids were whooping my ass. Now little kids were beating my ass. Yeah.
No, that's dope, bro. There used to be a comic shop by my house.
Yeah.
I lived in New Jersey, and they had Marvel superheroes on there. And
that was a good one too.
The 1 quarter king beat the whole game with 1 quarter.
Yeah.
Fucking people would come in, give them that work, get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they didn't have that many challengers, and then the comic shop closed. So I was like, damn, you know, it was short lived.
R.I.P. Comic Shop.
He opened up like a pool hall. Like the guy ended up opening like a bar or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
He told him, "You still got the Marvel superheroes join up in here or what?" He's like, "Nah, sold it." He's like, "Sold it."
it's all good because I got one over there. So.
I see that. You got the 1-Up, right? The 1-Up arcade one?
Yeah, I got that one over there, the Marvel superheroes. Right over there.
How do those play good? Like is it like kind of the same as like the other one?
Oh yeah, it's the
OG?
exact same, man. Yeah, the sounds too. I'm like, oh shit, Marvel superheroes. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, you know, I beat that game so much. I probably haven't played it in like 3 months just because.
What's the other one that was real popular? The X-Men one, was it Children of Adam? I think that was the name of it.
Oh yeah, X-Men Children of the Atom was dope, and then the X-Men arcade that was 4-player. That was like,
oh, dude, the X-Men arcade. I remember like specifically like you could hit like the little white special button and they would like flash like red and blue, like and then Wolverine would do like that little thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, such a good game, dude. Those games were and they were small, short games, like compared to the games that we have now. You know what I mean? But they were just so fun because they made them hard enough to where like you're like, oh, it feels like it's forever to like beat this game.
Yeah. I mean, that was like one of the things, like you go into going to a Pizza Hut or going to a pizza parlor and they had some games like that. Shit, that was an experience back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a whole different energy. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out here and play some game. The bowling alley had a lot of video games back then, so it was like, man, you could really hang out and chill. But now, there's a couple places that you can do it now, but everybody.
But the games are weird, right? The games aren't the same. They're like game arcade versions of like apps. Like they have like Fruit Ninja and shit like that. I'm like, what is this?
Or it's like, oh, yo, there's a 4-player game. Does everybody want to play? Okay, everybody go home and log on to your own shit.
Yeah, yeah. The fucking the era of like couch co-op is like pretty much gone, which is weird, man. Like I used to love to play games like with the person like sitting next to me or whatever.
Yeah.
Like me and the wife, we can never really play any games together. It's mostly like us against each other, like like a game that has where you can play with somebody on the couch is usually like a competitive game, like a Mortal Kombat or like a fighting game or a shooting game. And before you could play like for example, what was that game, like a Mario game? You could do like Mario and Luigi together, you know what I mean, playing, you're doing the same, helping each other or whatever. And then like now you can't really do that.
Yeah, they're bringing it back though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about like that I like about Nintendo, because Nintendo, they still make co-op 4-player.
A lot of them are.
They never really stop. But if you got an Xbox or a PS4, like good luck with, you know what I'm saying? Like you could get Overcooked, and you could get some of those titles. But you know what I'm saying? Like usually if I got the Nintendo, if I got the Switch, that's what I'm gonna use to play co-op 4-player couch mode. Everybody here.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say, if everybody's at the house, load up Smash Bros. We all play, and all 4 of us. Everybody can get the smoke.
Yeah,
Let's
Mario
go.
Kart.
Getting Kirby up in here, and we whooping everyone's ass. We whooping everyone's ass.
Hell yeah, yeah! I loved it. What was it? The Super Mario Brothers. Was it the new Super Mario Brothers? They had 4 people. You could put 4 players on the screen all at once.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't played that one. The last Mario game I played was the one with the hat. The one with the hat where he throws Mario the hat.
Odyssey.
Yeah, that's the last one. Grand Theft Mario. That's the last one I played. But yeah, man. Speaking of what was that?
I said I like the Mario Odyssey. It was pretty good. Yeah,
it was fun. I like playing as an Italian dinosaur. You can throw the fucking hat onto a dinosaur. He gets a little mustache, and he's just like, "Mamma mia."
Yeah, I was like, that's one of the coolest things. Like, it's so minimal, such a small thing, but I'm just like, but being a Super Mario dinosaur, it's just so, it just makes my inner kid heart twinkle. Like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
I think
raccoon hat.
I think one of my favorite Mario games is I don't know if you remember the one where you could do like these little mini games where it was like poker and stuff like that. And like you could like
Wario?
No, it was on the Super Nintendo. I think it was like Super Mario Brothers like 3 or 2. Where they said like that one was like not a real one or something like that.
Oh,
yeah,
supposedly... Mario 2.
Yeah, like it's like a dream or something like that. Yeah, that's the one I like.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one because it's really weird. Like it's real different than all the other Mario Bros games. Like
you don't like 3? You don't like 3 though?
I like 3 too. 3's cool. That's the one where you can
the raccoon tail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. That one's not on the Nintendo.
3 pretty much set to what Mario is moving forward.
Yeah. And then of course my second favorite one has to be Mario 64. I love Mario 64. Yeah, really? Mario 64 is goated to me. That game is just so fucking good to me.
Man, what about Super Mario World? I mean, yeah, Super Mario World for Super Nintendo.
I like that one too, but that's the one that I grew up with. Like Mario 64, that's the one that I grew up with. I like that one. I was always killing that stupid ass penguin, throwing him off the fucking side all the time. Yeah, he goes, wah! Yeah. But yeah, man. But speaking of video games,
that's
dude,
crazy. Because Super Mario World, they introduced Yoshi and shit like that. So it was like,
yeah, I liked Mario 64. That one was really fun to me, dude.
Mario 64 was a big deal, man. The whole Mario open world concept, third person, like that shit was.
And they gave Mario them hands. That's the first time Mario was like fucking body slamming Bowser and shit. I was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic though. And yeah, definitely is a classic for sure.
Hell yeah, man. But speaking of
Yeah.
video games, dude, we watched a
Mhm.
fucking movie, man. A fucking
Yes.
Street Fighter movie.
Hell
But
yeah.
but yeah, man, I finally got around to watching Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. And I know we had been saying for like months and months and months that we were gonna review this movie. And like I would every time I would try to watch this fucking movie, I would get so fucking busy. And I would like forget to watch it. And I would have to fucking like redo the same part over and over and over and over and over, and I just got fucking tired of it. So like today I was like, I'm gonna fucking watch the movie. Like I'm gonna like watch this movie no matter what. I'm finishing this fucking movie. That's what I'm doing today. And so like I fucking finished it, man. I finally finished it, and I had a really good time with it, man. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the Street Fighter movie, man. When's the last time you saw this one?
I watch it every year, every couple months. You know what I'm saying? Put it on the background, Saturday morning cartoons. If I'm eating cereal, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm cleaning my room, like I'll just put it on as background noise, man. What did you think about the intro to Street Fighter 2? That the opening scene for that.
Yeah, man, I really liked the intro of it, dude. The intro was really fucking cool, dude. I really dug that. Oh. Oh yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, yeah, dude, the intro was really fucking cool. I like that the beginning that they just like, first of all, they kind of like hold out Sagat a little bit, and then they kind of were to show like how strong Ryu is, and I like after that like M. Bison like just treats Sagat like a little bitch. Like he's kind of just like, shut up. Like we know, right? Like Sagat was like, oh master, do you want me to go over there and like you know, fight Ryu again and like, you know, show my warrior pride? And he's like, no, like no, just quit it. This no, you got your ass beat in the first fucking 3 minutes of the movie. You got your ass beat down like a clown, Charlie Brown.
In the intro credits. I think that's one of the hardest fucking cartoon intros that I've ever seen, man. A few, you know what I'm saying? Like the opening shot, that shit really grabs your attention real fast. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as, you know, the lightning strikes and the Street Fighter logo goes in, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you already know what's going on. Like it sets the pace for the fucking tone of the movie. You're like, okay, we starting off like this? Like we starting off with a boss battle? Okay, like let's go. Let's go.
Dude, that's what I mean. Like, I totally agree with you, man. That first beginning scene really sets the tone for this movie. It doesn't even feel like a fucking animated movie, to be honest with you. It feels like, I mean, it feels like exactly what they set out for it to be, like a homage to like cheesy 80s like kung fu action movies. That's exactly what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like a cartoon to me, really. Like it feels like a real movie, like a.
You know, you also got to like the time period, like where this was made. I think this is like, I forgot what years it was, like 92 or.
I think, let me see. Let me look at it. I want to say it's like
93,
94 or 95 or something like that.
Yeah. Because, but either way, it's
1994. It came out 1994.
Okay. So we're talking about mid 90s. So this is the peak of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stallone, like all of these, you know,
it's 100% inspired by that. 100% inspired by that. Also, also David Carradine's Kung Fu as well. It's like super inspired by David Carradine's Kung Fu. Ryu is David Carradine in Kung Fu. Like he's just like going around walking and like, I'm the Kung Fu man. You know, like walking everywhere. The aimless wanderer, just trying to find inner peace and all this other shit. So we get it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, even though he looked like Tom Cruise and he thinks he's Japanese. And he sounded super white. He was like, don't you guys know? I'm a Japanese fighter from Japan. And they're like, are you Ryu? Are you?
For real? With your blonde brother Ken? Really? You're Japanese? Okay, all right. Let me see the fucking receipts, sir.
I like that the two American dudes in this movie, Ken and Guile, they're the most Americans that ever. Like, literally, you would have thought that their first line would have been, America, fuck yeah. Like, you would have thought that would have been like the first thing they said.
Bro, Ken is a Ken.
Yeah, Kid is such a kid. He's even drives like a little Barbie like car in the movie. He drives like a little red Porsche, and then like half of the movie, Ken's just driving around in his red Porsche, like being like a little fucking like Barbie guy. You know what I mean? Like he's driving around like listening to like divorce like dad rock and shit. He's like listening to like Alice in Chains and like the fucking Deftones and shit like that. And like he looks like such a badass. He looks like such a badass. He's just like.
Yeah, I love this is like the first time too that as the fans of the video game that you actually kind of see like little backstories, kind of see them like as a live thing instead of just like a one-dimensional fighting, punching and kicking. You know what I'm saying? They make the characters cool, their fucking the style is cool, the fighting, it's brought it to life and stuff. It's like, damn man, this was really set the pace. It was when this came out and then they announced the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was like, oh my God. What?
Dude, it's funny that you bring that up because I was watching the credits for this movie, and when the movie ends, it says, coming this summer, Street Fighter, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. I was like, oh, that's funny. I was like, they were even like hyping it up like back in that day.
Yeah, because that Street Fighter 2, the anime, movie or whatever, it didn't get like a super. It got a US release, but it's like super limited. We can only go get that at certain video stores.
Yeah,
that would carry that had an anime section. So that shit was like a fucking myth. That shit was like a myth and shit. Like, oh what? Oh yo, you got the Street Fighter? Oh, you got a copy of it? Oh shit, yo, we gotta
watch it.
Yo, like we gotta go over to his house and go watch Street Fighter the anime. We gotta go. Oh, they made Battle Arena to Shinden the anime. Oh, they made what I'm saying, like independent. They got everything over there. Everything.
Dude, the '90s, the '90s for anime was such a good fucking time. Like the mid '90s to like early 2000s was such a good time for like anime, dude. Yeah. Like that was when all the like real and like raunchy and like adult and like sophisticated like anime was coming out. Like even like Street Fighter, like I know it's a little bit corny and cheesy and stuff like that, but even Street Fighter has this like super adult like air to it. Like it's very adult. You know what I mean? Like the
well, I mean, they do show Chun-Li's titties, so
yes, spoilers, guys. There's like a whole 5 minutes, literally. Okay, I want to jump into that real quick. Okay, Chun-Li is a character in this movie. She's a character in the game. She's one of the most popular characters, and in this movie, she is a operative, like a government operative, and well, like this movie has like a massive fucking boner for her. This movie is like so fucking horny for her, and like this movie goes out of its way to like literally like hardcore like sexualize like Chun-Li, all while being like she's a kid, like hey kiddo, like you know what I mean. And yeah man, she teams up with Guile or whatever. She heads back to her apartment, and M. Bison's like, hey Vega, go and fuck this bitch up, all right? And he's like, okay master. And then like he goes over there and they get into a fight, but before they do that, they have to show her having the like most sexual shower that I've ever seen anybody have.
Shower scene.
Yeah, the most like Skinamax like erotica shower scene that I've ever seen ever put in an animated movie ever.
and for that reason, it was like rated R or like unrated. So that means if you were a kid and you tried to go rent that shit, no. Because
like, there's too much Chun-Li titty in this one.
It's showing Chun-Li titties in the end. It's like rated M for mature or adult.
And that was, to be honest with you, that's like kind of the only like super R-rated part of it. It almost sticks. It's almost weird how much it sticks out, right? It feels like if it's part of another fucking movie. Like it's just like I was watching it at work, and like I forgot that part was coming up, and there's like a big window behind me, and that's like the window where like people come in, and that's the first thing they see. And like I was just watching it real cool, and then she's just like, oh, yeah. And I was like, well, fuck, this better end already.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy back in the day.
But
that
every anime had like some...
They were like, bro, you gotta see this movie, bro. But that's also like a product of the time, because all those movies, like Steven Seagal would have sex with the leading man had a fucking hot leading woman, and then they showing they had a love scene in that shit. So it's just like super duper 90s.
And then every anime in the 90s was super horny.
Yeah, at least this wasn't too bad because there was a lot of fighting.
No, this one wasn't that horny, but they like went out of their way to be really horny with Chun-Li. Like Camel Toe is right there, and they're not like super horny. Yeah, Camel Toe is right there, and they're not, dude. Yeah, bro, she's wearing like the thinnest bikini or whatever the fuck that is that she's fighting with. Like one of her secret powers must be like fish spray or something. They're probably like, ooh, like ooh.
Yeah, Cammy is. I mean, that's the way they drew her in the game, so it's representation.
Oh yeah,
don't be changing shit like you do in
Cammy was so fucking dumb in this movie. That's why they only showed her for like half a second, and they were like, "Get this bitch out of here." They're like, "She dumb as hell in this movie."
I love her character. She was like one of the new characters that they introduced into Street Fighter 2. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get back to the Chun-Li and the motherfucking Vega setup.
That fight was really good. That was a really well animated fight.
It goes into Cinemax mode
Yeah,
real quick. Whoa, cue the jazz music and fucking Steamy saying boobs. But then after that, this is your first time seeing it. After that, what do you think about that fight scene between Chun-Li and Vega?
It's a cool little fight scene, man. It goes into almost like slasher movie like territory. Like he's like stalking her and stuff, and he assumes that she's not going to be a good fighter or like not going to be able to hold her own against him. And like at first he does like get the jump on her and fucks her up a little bit. Yeah, he literally jumps from like the roof on top of her, and he's like, "Hello, surprise rape!" Oh! And he like tries to like rape her a little bit, and he fights her and stuff, and then like she's kind of getting beat up a little bit, and then she kind of like focuses herself, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna fuck this dude up now," and like she throws a fucking couch at him, and then like even him in the cartoon, he's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" She like picks it up, and he's like, "Whoa." And then she like does the kick to him, the yeah, and she like beats the fuck out of him, and she kills him. She like kills him. She kicks him through a wall, and he falls into the street like on his back and dies. Like they don't show it, but they don't show him again. And then I think, and even M. Bison is like, go get Vega if he hasn't died already, and then like they'll just never get him because he died. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that shit definitely was on some horror movie slasher type shit, because he came through with the Freddy Krueger. Yeah. You know, the Freddy Krueger claws. He trying to slice her fucking face off and shit. He's licking her blood off of the
he was super sexual with it. He was like, he was doing all this shit. I was like, whoa, dog.
And he's a pretty boy too, and she started fucking his face up. I was like, oh, I love this fight, man. This is one of my favorite anime fight scenes of all time. It's like in my top 10 of like one-on-one versus in the anime fight scene. You know what I'm saying? Because this is before, you got to talk about this is 1994. So this is, like right now, John Wick and all this shit, they just now on some shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the way Vega calls her like a bitch. Like she kicks him in the face and fucks his face up. He's like, "You bitch!" Like the way he says it, like real, like hardcore. He's like, "Bitch!" Like he real hard, like with it, like real, like you know what I mean. There's no R in the word bitch, but that's a hard R, bitch. You know what I mean? He's like, bitch.
Yeah, man, that's that Vega, man. He's a pretty boy, man. He got pissed off, but
that was cool.
What else do you think was cool? This is your first time though, so
I liked that the movie was basically true to its name. It used like the fights as like a segue. They were kind of like, oh, these two people are fighting, and then like Ryu is just so happened to like be there, like he's passing by. Speaking of that, I thought it was really funny that Ryu was supposed to meet Ken so they could like fight. Like that's kind of like the point of the movie. Like they're like friends, and they're like, hey, we're gonna meet each other at this point in time, so that way we could fight. And Ken's like a normal person. He has a fucking car, and he's driving there. And then like Ryu's like, I'm just gonna walk. Gonna climb some mountains and fucking walk and shit. And then Ken's like, Ryu, where are you? He's like, I'm walking. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, just being the natural, fucking holistic, fucking minimalist.
I'll get there when I get there.
Zero carbon footprint. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, man.
Gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped that?
tough guy.
If you don't have the stomach for it, get the hell out of here.
What? That's supposed to make me feel better?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. Just got in today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport. Mighty big airport y'all got here. And the people here are so nice.
You want a beer?
I want a bud.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just got here today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport, and the people sure are nice.
Nice people.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just got here. My brother-in-law came and picked me up from the airport. It's a mighty big airport.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Jeffrey, are you okay?
Almost there.
Jeffrey, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Open the door this instant.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, my God, you're gonna go blind.
I don't care. I don't care. Ooh. Oh,
New
yeah.
Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh.
All right, ghouls and gals, and we're back. Yeah, man, Street Fighter. I did have a good time with Street Fighter. It was so corny and funny and just like so 90s, 80s, and so like if
The
they were to make this,
muscles,
yeah,
the cars, the chicks, the
they
fights.
need to make this a real movie. They should have made this like a real movie. Like not, I mean, obviously they've made real Street Fighter movies, but they always try to make it like not like this. You know what I mean? It doesn't have this like cool factor to it. It never has like this tough, like badass, like cool factor to it. This movie looked like it drank like a fucking like Budweiser's at the gas station and could like pull your bitch. You know what I mean? And it has like a sick mullet. You know what I mean? The Street Fighter 2 movie has like a sick mullet and has a cool like American Eagle tattoo.
And they threw in a fucking Terminator. Come on.
Yeah, the Terminator, basically the Terminator's in this movie. They have the T-1000 going around like calculating on everybody's moves. And then you have Bryan Cranston, Walter White doing the voice of Fei Long. Yeah, he's the voice of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, Fei Long.
Didn't know that. Yeah, Fei Long is dope as fuck in this movie. I like it. He
And
got
also,
his ass beat up, right?
yeah, well, everybody kind of gets beat up in the fucking in the movie by Ryu. Like everybody that encounters Ryu gets beat up by Ryu, except for M. Bison and Ken. They just like fucking dog walk fucking Ryu. For a minute, Ryu's just getting his fucking happy ass whooped. Like for a second, he's like, Ken, I don't want to fight you, Ken. We're brothers. And Ken's like, well, you're gonna get your ass rocked, motherfucker. And he's just like, and then Ryu's like, oh.
It's like blonde Tom Cruise versus brunette
regular Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
Did you notice this in this movie when you were looking at it? When I pointed that out to you before, did you ever like notice like Ryu's definitely like American?
He has the old school Tom Cruise eyebrows where they look like supervillain eyebrows. That's why.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Before Tom Cruise got like all like Hollywood on everybody, when he still kind of looked like a normal person a little bit.
Exactly.
Like like the Interview with the Vampire days, where he still looked.
But if you imagine, Tom Cruise in the '90s getting bulked up and playing Ryu. That shit would have went.
If they're gonna do a Street Fighter thing and they made it in the '90s, who would be Ken and Ryu?
That's what I said. Like, fucking Tom Cruise would be really good for that. Fucking, they made what Jean-Claude Guile, which doesn't.
Yeah, that would be dumb. Bruce Willis would be Guile. Bruce Willis would be Guile, or Sylvester Stallone would be Guile. Well, somebody like that would be Guile.
Yeah, it's hard to do the white guy.
Oh no, they could get, if they wanted to go super like that, they would get what's his name? Drago would be Guile.
Drago would be perfect for Guile.
Yeah, or he would be good for Bison. He would also be good for Bison. Drago would make a good Bison.
I mean, all you need is like a huge freaking Thai guy, a huge muscly guy from Thailand.
And then you know who would be Ryu? Jet Li.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he got to be Fei Long.
He would be Fei Long. And then who would be E Honda? Who would be E Honda? I don't know. Fuck, man, I don't know who would be. And then also, Chun-Li would be like that chick from Wayne's World or something.
Oh, Tia Carrere. Oh, she
Yeah, they would.
amazing.
They would get her or Phoebe Kate. Where Phoebe Kate would be Chun-Li.
No, is she Asian or anything?
Chun-Li's Asian and Phoebe Kate's Asian.
I'm talking about Phoebe Kate.
Yeah, from the chick from Fast Times.
I don't. Oh, okay. Is she? But she's Asian though.
Yeah, the chick from Gremlins and shit. Yeah.
She is. I didn't know that at all. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
she would. She looks like
Asian.
Chun-Li. She would be Chun-Li for sure. For sure, she would be
Half
Chun-Li.
Asian or something?
Yeah, she would be Chun-Li. 100% Chun-Li.
She'd have to bulk up and do some things. You know what I'm saying? She'd have to do some kicks.
And then Cammy would still be Kylie Minogue. Kylie Minogue's the perfect Cammy. Like that's the perfect Cammy. Yeah, that's like she's just.
That she was in there.
She looks like Cammy. She looks exactly like Cammy. That 90s Kylie Minogue is fucking Cammy.
I love Kylie Minogue.
Yeah,
Love
she's
Kylie.
awesome. She has like a weird super UK career. She has like very few hits in the US, but like everybody just knows her still. But yeah, Street Fighter was really good. I liked it. The fucking 5 out of 5 for that. I just liked it a lot. It was just so fun. I liked that a lot.